Good afternoon, or should I say early evening. It's just approaching 5 to 5, and no doubt by the look of me on this camera I look an absolute state, hot, sweaty, muggy. It's a real scorcher of an evening again. The recent warm spell has continued, and as you might have guessed with the Brolly behind me, I'm back down the new water. No Mark this week. He's away in Greece on a family holiday. This is his second week away, so he's back the weekend, and without doubt he'll be itching to get back down here next week. But I think we're in part 12 now. But I haven't come alone. I'm with a face that you might have seen in our recent blog down at Neem Valley Fisheries, and that's Nick again. It's amazing. We don't fish together for absolutely months, and then we do 2 sessions within a space of a couple of days. But Nick's also a member on this water, and he's come down for I think his second session of the year. He's been out of the picture for a while, well, fishing anyway. He's just had some new rods made, and they're absolutely mint. So he couldn't get fishing with no rods, but they were custom built, and he's delighted. So he's making up for lost time now, and he's managed to finish early like I have from work today early. So we're back down here. We've had a good scout around. There's plenty of fish moving about again. It's absolutely black. They're in the upper layers, which is to be expected, but we can't work out whether they've had a go again, whether they've spawned the weekend or they're on the verge. There's a lot of fish pairing up, so I'm a bit puzzled, I've got to be honest with that one. So I'll keep my eyes peeled and report back during the duration of this vlog. But there's a lot of splashing going on. We did have a go at trying to get them on the floaters, but there's that much wildfowl, and the seagulls, they were just nailing every single floater we put out, so just absolutely pointless. We tried when we arrived, which was about 3:30, got down here quite early today for a good hour and a half, and we just, admitted defeat. It was just a waste of time. So we're in an area where the wind is literally hacking into our faces, and we've got plenty of room and options to choose from, because we're literally the only 2 on the lake tonight, which is a bit of a strange one, but that may be the reason why there's no one down here, because possibly these fish have been spawning. I don't know yet. I'm waiting to, hopefully, if someone turns up so I can ask the question, but there's fish about, and I'm on the usual tactics, which is the old snowman, CM1s, bottom baits and the kipper tippers, little bag with crushed baits, chops, nothing different than what I've been doing throughout the campaign really. I've took the old choddy off again, so my middle rod tonight is fishing a zig, for the reason being is they're in the upper layers. So right, I'm going to sign off now, folks. We'll catch you a bit later on in the duration of the vlog. Cheers. I mentioned the old Ziggy, and previous weeks I've just been fishing the foam, but I've opted for a bit of a twist this week. So I've got a nice bottle of liquid flavour there, real fruity, zesty, tangy, fruity flavour, and I've been soaking some foam for about 2 or 3 hours this morning. So I've mounted my Zig on a glugged piece of foam this evening, and that's on the old Fox Zig system again. So hopefully that'll give it some more added attraction, and possibly I'll be able to nail my first fish on the Zig. Well, tea's on, 25 to 7, and I've got to be honest, I'm absolutely yanked Marvin. As you can see, no expense spared. £1 onion and garlic sauce from Iceland, and a good old pasta. There would have been some hot dog sausages in there if I hadn't forgot the tin opener, and I was really looking forward to them, but I'm going to have my tea if the carp ain't. We'll be watching the water like we always do, and they're still milling about. I've just respotted the Zig at range, because I've been watching a lot of fish cruising up and down. So yep, I'm going to consume my tea, and hopefully the carp will be coming to the restaurant for theirs ASAP. Here you go, folks. First one on the session. I've just started to consume my tea, and the left-hander's absolutely melted off. The rod's whipped round, and I've had one 17.6. Absolutely delighted. Real quality fish. It looked bigger than what it was actually, but as we keep saying, scales don't lie. So that's a nice start. It's approaching 7 o'clock. I'll just confirm that with my trusted cameraman. About 7 o'clock, mate?
That's right, yes mate.
So it's going a bit cooler. It's still in the mid-20s, but I mentioned earlier in the blog, I didn't know whether they was having a go or they'd spawned over the weekend, but there's the sign. We've got one feeding, so hopefully his brother's going to come along next and in your swim. So there you go.
Thank you very much.
17.6, we'll get a nice still and then we'll slip it back. Cheers, well, mate. Very welcome that was. Just consuming my pasta and what was it, garlic and onion sauce, and off it went, the left hand rod. I was looking at the water whilst I was eating my tea, and it did look like there was some fizzing. It's a bit hard to tell at the moment because that wind is starting to gather pace, and there's quite a ripple on the water. So I was thinking to myself, is that fizzing or what? But I was right, it was, and it was right over the spot, and the left-hander screamed off. And I just had a look at the stills on the camera, and Mr. Rudge, he's a bit handy with the camera, and he's got some really nice shots for me. So a few more photographs for the album. It actually looked bigger than what it was, but as I say, we weighed the fish, what was it, 3 or 4 times. The retainer sling weighs £2, and we settled for £17 and 6 ounces. So what we got, 20 to 8. We've still got a good 2 and 20 minutes, 2.5 hours fishing left. So I'm hoping we're gonna have some more action, and I'm hoping Nico's gonna catch one. As I say, he's been off the carp scene for a while. Oh, and as I speak, I'm just had a indication on the middle rod, which is the zig rod. No, it's stopped. So hey, hopefully that's another sign and things are hotting up. But yeah, going back to Nick, he's been off the scene for a bit. Reason being is he decided to have some custom built rods, and he's just had no rods to go fishing with. I told him he should have done it in the winter, mate, not halfway through the summer, but it was his choice. He's got them back now, so he's making up for lost time, and hopefully he's going to bank a fish because, as I say, we worked our socks off at Neem Valley, and the conditions didn't help us. But well, he nailed the tench, but he was on carp and they just weren't playing ball. But I'm hoping he's going to get a bend in the rod in the next few weeks, because he's a dear friend of mine and he deserves it. He's a real good lad and he loves his carp fishing, and he's a bloody good angler, I'll tell you that now. And I ain't just saying that because my mate, he knows his stuff. So yeah, I'm waffling on a bit now. It's smack on 20 to 8, so hopefully that zig rod's going to fly off in a bit, because I'm itching to catch one on the old zig. Not one for trying. I'll hold my hands up, I'm not really clued up on the old zigging. Watching DVDs and reading articles and what have you. Mark Bartlett, he's probably the best at the moment in the UK, in my opinion, at fishing zigs. Everywhere he seems to go, he seems to nail one. But I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's the venue or what, but I just seem to be struggling at the moment. So I'm hoping sooner rather than later to get me first fish under my bat on the old zig. And I thought that was my moment then. I've still got one eye on that bobbing, it's hovering, but it might have been a liner. I've had a few aborted takes, should I say, in recent weeks on this venue. I don't know whether the fish are swimming into the line and maybe getting it caught under the fin or what and dragging it, I don't know, but they've been absolute zippers as well, and I pulled into them, there's been nothing there, so I'm a bit puzzled with that one. But I'll keep chipping away at that one and I'll get my head around it. I like a challenge, and normally when I do get my head around it, I'll get to some success. But yep, so I'm going to keep plodding on. As I say, we've got plenty of time on our side, so hopefully you'll see one of us with another nice piece of gold in our hands. So we'll catch you in a bit, folks, with another
Some
update.
of the things you spot when you go fishing, eh? And I've just spotted a terrapin, eh? Unbelievable. Look at that. Even poking his head out for the camera. Obviously an unwanted pet. Here he is. Cheeky little fella. Old terrapin. It's the first one I've ever seen when I've been fishing. Decent size one and all. Amazing.
Right, 20 past 9, another update. I've just popped round to see Nick, and sadly he's lost one. I think it was the chod rig. He's got one of his little, well, one of Mark Bryant's Crabbingtons on, Cent for Mel, White Wizard, whatever you want to call them. He's had an absolutely Jack the Ripper, and unfortunately the fight didn't last long, and he's lost one. So still time. As I say, it's 22 minutes past 9 precisely, so still got a bit of time. It's not really getting totally dark until just after 10 o'clock, so there's still a chance. I've just respotted the left and right hand rod, fresh bag, and the snowman presentation, and as I look over the lake, one's just crashed. So hopefully things are turning around for the good. It's been a bit of a disappointment, I've got to be honest. I've been hearing one or two splashes, and I do think that these fish are having another go. Well, some of them are. There's a hell of a lot of fish cruising about. I've been moving the zig round all evening, but I've been watching fish just cruise over the top. They're not interested, I don't think, but it's either that or it's just my bad presentation, one of the two. More likely my bad presentation. As I say, the zig's one area that I've really got to brush up on, but leave it with me. I'm gonna, chip away. I'm not going to admit defeat and get the white flag out on that one just yet. So, yeah, I've nailed one, and I've caught, which is obviously the object when we go carp fishing or fishing in general. So, yep, whilst the light's still half decent for filming, I just thought I'd give you this brief update. And as usual, if anything else materialises, I'll get it in the blog if I can. But if not, thanks for watching what is episode 12 now of the Brolly blog. I hope all watching it are enjoying it, and as I say, I try and make it as enjoyable as possible with the limited things that I can do in this particular blog. But hopefully I can get another carp on the bank to show you all. But if not, thanks ever so much for watching, and if you don't see us again, no doubt you'll see us again next week, doing it all again in part 13. So Nick's to my right, so on behalf of Nick and myself, thanks for watching this, and catch you later, folks. Cheers. Just for the purpose of the blog, folks, there you go. Real nice condition. As I say, it's about 12 or 13 pound. I ain't gonna wait, but that's the second fish of the session, and I'm chuffed to bits, to be quite honest, which has been a difficult night. So there we go. I'm going to pack up now. I'm going to call it.